most important story for this hour, undoubtedly, is Terrell Owens being released by the Dallas Cowboys. Now, that came as a bit of a shock to me. I don't know why I'm so shocked, given that it's Terrell Owens, right? And they did miss the playoffs, so they got to have some scapegoats, etc. But he didn't do anything crazy lately. I mean, I know he did at the end of the season, where he complained that Tony Romo and Jason Witten were secretly drawing up plays by themselves. They're the quarterback and tight end. I hope they're drawing up plays. And they've got different plays for you. I mean, I know the guy's a crybaby and he's crazy and he does not help the team chemistry at all, and it was a bad idea to sign him in the first place, which was Jerry Jones' idea. But I was still a little surprised that they cut him. They are going to pay a whole heap of money in terms of, not only cap space, but the signing bonus that they gave him at the beginning of last year, gone, of course. Obviously, it's a signing bonus. And he's still going to get paid a lot of money and probably go to a new team. Anybody want to say take bets? Is it the Redskins or the Raiders? Because, if somebody's in the market for an overpriced guy who's going to destroy team chemistry, it's the Raiders or the Redskins these days.
Well, hopefully, if enough teams don't take him, I don't know the situation as far as money with my Rams, but I would love to have Terrell Owens on the team. Love it.
Well, look, the Rams are perfect because they have no chance at winning anyway. And Terrell Owens is 35 years old. Just have him for a couple of years, and it'll be fun.
Well, this is the thing.
I agree with you.
Well, this is the thing. They definitely can't do any worse. So maybe they might make a little push. Look what happened to the Cardinals last year. And this is the thing. I was watching this when it happened. And ESPN, as I like to call them, the Supreme Court of sports, like to judge on him. And actually, Stephen A. Smith is the only guy. I used to hate him when he first came out. He's become my favorite on-air personality on ESPN.
Huh.
Because no matter what, he tells it like it is, and even though he doesn't, that's his persona, I know. Even though at first I thought it was an annoying way, he tells it like it is. He says, yeah, of course, T.O. had his stuff that he did with teams. Everybody knows what happened in Philadelphia. Everybody knows when he left San Francisco it wasn't the best of situations and everything like that. But guess what? Philadelphia went to the Super Bowl. If he wasn't there, guess what? They would have not gone to the Super Bowl off that broken leg he played off of. People downplay the stuff he's done, but everyone else was totally going off to how he is. Trent Dilfer, idiot, got on the phone, said T.O. Doesn't run good routes, doesn't go up for the ball, never plants, doesn't do all this. And I was like, dude, well, how is he the best receiver on the team consistently if he doesn't do anything? He's basically throwing out there, basically saying no team is really going to want to take this guy because he can't play football.
Well, here's a couple of problems with that. Number one, the Cowboys were 31-17 when T.O. was there. Significantly better than they were before T.O. got there. Now, is it just because of T.O.? Not necessarily. Obviously, a huge development was that Tony Romo developed into a great quarterback. Now, did T.O. help him a little bit? Probably. Now, look, I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. I think he does run bad routes. I've seen him alligator arms passes myself. I've seen him drop a lot of passes. But you know what? He gets open a lot. Because he's got a great talent, and he works at that talent. I mean, that body didn't appear magically out of the blue. He works to have the body and the physique and the training that he does. And so, look, overall, yeah, he might run some sloppy routes and drop a couple of balls, but if he wasn't a head case, I'd much rather have him on my team than anyone but about 5 receivers in the league. Maybe 5, right? So, but the problem is, JR, he is a head case. And you think he's not going to go screw up any team he's on? He will. But if it's the Rams, what do they got to lose? So I don't disagree with you on that. But if the Steelers were to sign this Terrell Owens, I'd be like, hell no! That's a terrible idea. I mean, they need a good receiver. They need a good big receiver, but they don't need him that bad.
Look how the Super Bowl ended. They have good receivers.
I hear you. Then I thought, final thing, you know what? A team crazy enough to sign a guy who was considered a character problem before, but then winds up delivering for them? The Patriots? I mean, they did it with Randy Moss. They did it with Corey Dillon. Now the Patriots signed Terrell Owens. Oof. Think about that for a second. Tom Brady throwing to Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, and Wes Welker, who's been terrific. Oof. Get out of town, man. That would be something to behold.